Hello, everybody. What if I told you that the thing you fear most is already inside your house? You see, Samantha had always loved the quiet. Living alone was peaceful. That was until the night the storm hit. The wind rattled the windows, and the rain hit the glass in uneven rhythms, like fingers tapping. The only light came from her laptop screen, casting long, flickering shadows across the room. She took a sip of her now cold coffee, scrolling mindlessly through social media. Then her phone vibrated on the desk beside her. A new message. You should lock your door. Odd, she thought. She was sure she had locked it. Her eyes darted toward the door, but it was just an old wooden door with a brass knob and a window pane set into its center, revealing nothing more than the silhouette of her closed curtain. Had she left the door unlocked? Unlikely. Yet a chill ran through her spine, but she forced herself to laugh it off. It must have been a prank call. Who would have thought to warn her about leaving her door unlocked in the middle of a storm? She placed the phone down, returning to her laptop. Then the wind outside seemed to rise to a deafening howl, as if the very house was screaming. And then another vibration. Too late, the message read. Her throat tightened, her stomach twisting with unease. She glanced around the room again, at the desk, the bed, the closed door. Nothing, but the air felt wrong. The once comforting hum of her refrigerator now sounded like a death rattle. The grandfather clock in the corner ticked with malicious intent. Every creak of the old house, every sigh of the wind through the gaps in the window panes, it all sounded like whispers, taunts, threats. Her heart pounded against her ribs, threatening to burst from her chest. She could feel the blood pounding in her ears, drowning out any other sound. Her breathing quickened. Her hands trembled. She wanted to scream, to run, to do anything but sit there frozen with fear. And then she heard it. A soft creak from the closet. Not the wind. From inside, her breath hitched. Slowly, she turned her head toward the closet. It was open. Just a sliver. She knew that she had closed it before she went to get her laptop. The closet was old, its paint peeling and the wood warped and swollen in places. The wire rack inside held only a few lonely shirts and some boxes of old photographs. Her grandmother's perfume still lingered in the musty space, a ghost of lavender and vanilla. She remembered the day she'd moved in, how the scent had filled her nostrils, bringing back childhood memories of Sunday lunches and bedtime stories. Now, it mingled with something else, something cloying and musky that made her skin crawl. Her eyes wide with terror, she scrambled back from the closet, knocking over her chair in the process. She needed to escape, to flee this apartment, this city. But where would she go? Who would she call? She was alone. Always had been. She squeezed her eyes shut, willing the terror to subside. When she opened them again, she saw it. The darkness in the closet wasn't quite so dark anymore. There was a faint glow, a sickly yellow emanating from within, summoning what little courage she had left. She lurched forward. The doorknob was cold beneath her trembling fingers. With a deep breath, she turned it and pushed the door open wider. The light spilled out, revealing a sight that made her gasp. Her phone lay on the floor. Its screen shattered, the image burned into her retinas. I'm not in the closet. The words swam before her eyes, mocking, taunting. Then she heard it. A voice, right behind her. I'm right here. The voice purred, raspy and close. She whirled around, her heart shattering at the sight. Standing in the doorway was a figure, tall and gaunt, its eyes glowing with an eerie light. Its lips curled into a smile, revealing teeth that were far too sharp, far too long. Her scream died in her throat as the creature stepped out of the closet and into the light. The last thing she saw before everything went black was the twisted grin on its face. The thing she feared most was never inside the closet. It had been inside her house the whole time,